Much different conditions across central Georgia. Here's a live look over downtown. We got temperatures in the 40s and 30s across the area. 41 the official number now at Middle Georgia Regional Airport. It feels like 38 though with that light wind out of the northwest. 46 in Forsyth, 42 in Roberta, waking up to 42 in Butler, 39 in Unadilla, and 43 in Eastman. 37 the current number in Lawrence County. A little cooler up to the north, up in the mountains, and then much cooler once you get into the nation's midsection. And really, I mean, this looks like a normal December morning across the United States with not a whole lot going on, so no complaints out of us about that. Here's a look at the radar picture. Obviously quiet across the area. It's going to remain quiet through the day today as temperatures find their way into the middle 50s, eventually to the upper 50s before we begin to cool off later tonight. It's going to be a very average January day with some clouds through the overnight hours into Saturday morning. 30s once again, maybe hanging on to 40 in a few spots, and then once we get into the afternoon, we're right back into the middle 60s. So a little more like yesterday than today here in central Georgia. And then once we get into the overnight hours into Sunday morning, here comes the clouds, and then into Sunday night, here potentially comes some rain across the area. 6 p.m., maybe some showers up to the north. I've got about a 30% chance of rain on Sunday, but regardless of whatever is coming through, it's going to be falling apart as it moves through central Georgia. So it's possible that areas to the southeast, say Lawrence County, Treutlen County, Wheeler County, does not even get in on the rainfall action by the time we get to Sunday. So here's Monday, some overcast clouds, potentially some midweek rain. This is Tuesday here. The GFS has been very insistent on it, and the Euro has been very insistent on no rain. So we're going to see how that shapes up through the weekend. So certainly check back for updates on that. And then here comes our next weather maker for the end of the week. So the better chance of rain is going to come on Sunday at 30%. Again, primarily areas to the north. As of now, we've got a 20% chance of rain on Tuesday and then also on Wednesday there. And we were talking about it earlier. What are the odds that Georgia's playing in the national championship in Los Angeles? And this is the forecast. We are going to be warmer and sunnier here in central Georgia than in LA for the college football playoff national championship. Of course, kickoff Monday at 7:30. Watching for some showers out there with temperatures in the 60s and then potentially some storms on Tuesday out there. Here's your school bus forecast back here in central Georgia for the day ahead. 30s this morning, 50s later on this afternoon. We'll be back into the 60s by the time we get to tomorrow. There's that 30% chance of rain on Sunday. 62 for Monday back here in central Georgia for the national championship. And then there's that minor rain chance in the middle part of the week. A 20% chance of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday.